Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the work from home or work from Thailand, however you want to look at this, sort of the work from Thailand professional visas. This is kind of a euphemism for a subcategory of what are being described as the Thai long-term residence visas, which is a bit of a misnomer as we've discussed at length. These type of visas do not confer permanent residence in Thailand. It's just a long non-immigrant visa. Now, it's supposed to have a number of benefits out there, most notably that it is a really long visa. It's a 10-year visa. And it, again, unlike, for example, the Thailand Elite visa, it doesn't require an investment insofar as you just sort of buy into the membership fee. If you meet the criteria, you may be able to get one of these long-term visas without having to pay a substantial cost. Now, that said, the criteria are rather substantial. So generally speaking, the general rule is they're going to want somebody with a personal income of $80,000 or more. But if their income falls below $80,000, if it's above $40,000, so if it's between $40,000 and $80,000, it may still be possible to get one of these visas, so long as somebody has a master's degree or above. Again, I've got some notes here. They've got to own some intellectual property, receive what's being referred to as Series A funding. They've got to have a health insurance policy with coverage of not less than US $50,000 per year, and they have to maintain that coverage throughout their stay in Thailand. They also must have at least 5 years of work experience inside either a public listed company on a stock exchange in a country outside of Thailand, I guess presumably could be in Thailand, could be any country, or a private company which has been operational for at least 3 years, and the revenue, it has to be over $150 million in total revenue. So again, the criteria for this are rather high compared to sort of other classic visas here in Thailand, such as a standard business visa, for example. But that being said, it does confer different benefits, or at least presumably it will. As we've noted in other videos on this channel, these visas have yet to be rolled out as of the time of this video. We're kind of waiting with bated breath to see exactly how these things play out and exactly what we're going to be looking at in terms of how these rules are going to be applied, how the sort of rubber hits the road, so to speak, with respect to the rules on these type of visas. Because this is a pretty new, I mean, it's a very radically new regime with respect to Thai visas. I don't think there's any doubt about that. The last time we saw anything that was this substantial of a change in terms of Thai immigration was back with the SMART visas, which doesn't feel like it, but that's going on like 5 years ago when we saw those introduced. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how this plays out. Again, we don't exactly know how this is going to play out, so all of this is something of an exercise in speculation, but we will keep folks updated on the situation as it continues to evolve.